Okay, so take a look at this. It looks like a ghost, doesn't it? Something straight out of 2005. It's the Bugatti Veyron, a legend that seems to have been reborn. But is it really? Well, the story behind this machine is, frankly, far more incredible than it first appears.
Right, for any of us who love cars, that shape is just instantly recognizable. It's an absolute icon. But seeing a brand new one in 2025, that just feels wrong. It's a real mystery. So, what exactly is going on here?
The short answer is no, but trust me, the real story is so much more fascinating. This isn't some simple re-release or a lazy continuation model. No, this is something entirely different and quite remarkable.
Let me introduce you to the FKP Hommage. It is a spectacular, one-of-a-kind tribute built to celebrate 20 years of the original Veyron. And it's named in honor of the visionary who pretty much willed the original car into existence, the one and only Ferdinand Karl Pioch.
So how does a car like this even get made? Well, it exists thanks to Bugatti's new Solitaire program. This is an unbelievably exclusive service that allows a very select few customers to commission completely bespoke bodywork on top of Bugatti's existing platforms. They're only doing 2 of these projects a year, which makes each one a true one-off piece of automotive art. Now this is where it gets really interesting. While it might be wearing the Veyron suit, the Hommage is a completely different animal underneath. The original's 1,001 horsepower, a number that felt like pure science fiction back in 2005, is absolutely dwarfed by the Hommage's 1,600 horsepower. And that's because it's not a Veyron at all underneath. It's built on the modern Chiron and Mistral platform. And unlike the 450 Veyrons ever made, this is a true one-of-one masterpiece. To really, truly appreciate this new car, we need to go back to its origins, and to the man whose audacious vision basically bent the laws of physics and engineering to his will, Ferdinand Pioch. Believe it or not, the legend of the Veyron doesn't begin in some high-tech boardroom. It starts in a souvenir shop, where a little toy Bugatti Type 57 caught the eye of Pioch's son. That tiny spark ignited an inferno. Pioch went and bought the dormant Bugatti brand for a reported $50 million, pretty much just for the name. But that was all he needed. He now had a home for the audacious 18-cylinder engine he'd famously sketched out on the back of an envelope. But the road from idea to reality was long, and it was punishing. After buying the brand and showing off a concept car, Pioch made a bold, some would say completely mad, move in 2000. He publicly announced his impossible performance targets, putting an insane amount of pressure on his engineering team. It took 5 long years of immense struggle and mind-boggling expense, but finally, the production car was unveiled. And this was Pioch's incredible challenge, laid bare for the world to see. A car with 1,001 horsepower that could do over 400 kilometers per hour. Yet, it had to be as easy and reliable to drive as a Volkswagen Golf. Think about that. A record-shattering hypercar for the weekend and a practical daily driver for the weekday. It was a complete engineering paradox, and now his team was on the hook to solve it in public. So, with such a rich, demanding history behind it, how do you even begin to honor a legend like that? Well, let's take a look at how Bugatti's designers have reimagined the Veyron's iconic shape for the FKP Hommage, translating its spirit into a modern masterpiece. The changes are subtle, but they're incredibly significant. Take the iconic horseshoe grille, for instance. On the original, it's a relatively flat element, nicely integrated into the bodywork. But on the Hommage, wow, it's this powerful 3-dimensional sculpture that looks like it's literally bursting through the car's skin. It gives it a much more aggressive presence. The headlights completely transform the car's character. The original's friendly, almost cute, rounded lights are gone, replaced with these aggressive, squinting L-shaped LEDs. But what's really fascinating is that this design actually comes from a set of secret sketches for a Veyron facelift back in 2009, a facelift that was never actually released. So it has its roots in the Veyron's own secret history. The interior is just a love letter to the original Veyron. You have that perfectly circular steering wheel and the wide shield-like center console, which are direct callbacks. But oh, the details are what make it so special. You have this exquisite engine-turning pattern on the aluminum that just ripples in the light. There's a bespoke Audemars Piguet clock, and then the little Easter eggs, like the subtle embossing of Ferdinand Pioch's own signature and birthday, right there in the leather. So why go to all this effort for a 20-year-old design? Why build such an incredible and incredibly expensive tribute? What is it about the Veyron that gives it such an enduring legacy? For 2 decades, the Veyron has been so much more than a car. It's been a benchmark, a monument to pure engineering ambition that completely ignored commercial sense. It simply reset the bar for what was possible in the entire automotive world. Before the Veyron, the hypercar as we know it today didn't really exist. This car created the whole segment. It proved that a road car could have over 1,000 horsepower, could brake 250 miles per hour, and could still be utterly luxurious and completely reliable. It didn't just move the goalposts, it tore up the entire rulebook. When you look at the FKP Homage, you realize it's more than a tribute. It's a testament to the enduring power of a singular, uncompromising vision. It reminds us that true icons aren't born from focus groups or market research. They are born from the audacious dreams of those who dare to defy the impossible.